Good morning, students. All of us need food to live, and for it, we are dependent on animals as well as on agriculture. So, we can say that agriculture is very important activity because we get food from it. It's very important economic activity in country like India because two-thirds of the population of India is engaged in agricultural activities. The title of our chapter is Agriculture. In this chapter, you will learn about different types of crop farming, different cropping methods, and geographical conditions required for different types of crops. Let's start from types of farming. Agriculture is an ancient economic activity, and over the decades, cultivation methods have changed significantly due to some reasons: physical environment, technological know-how, and socio-cultural practices. Due to all these reasons, the methods of farming have been changed. Types of farming. First is primitive subsistence farming. Primitive subsistence farming. There are mainly three types of farming: primitive subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming, and commercial. First of all, I will explain about primitive subsistence farming. Primitive means old, subsistence which is done for self-consumption, for self-use. In primitive subsistence farming, people cultivate small patch of land. In primitive subsistence farming, people cultivate small patch of land. Primitive tools like hoe, dough, and digging sticks are used. Primitive means old tools are used and digging sticks are used. This type of farming is done with the help of family members. Family members. There is no need of external labor. Family members do work on their own in that small patch of land, and the primitive farming depends upon monsoon, natural fertility of soil, means people don't make use of fertilizers, pesticides. They are dependent on natural fertility of the soil. There are no artificial methods for this type of farming. People are dependent on monsoon. This type of farming is also known as slash and burn agriculture. Slash and burn agriculture. In this type of farming, people clear a patch of land and produce cereals and other food crops to sustain their family. And when the soil loses fertility, they shift to another place. For example, suppose this is forested land. People clear a patch of land. Suppose in this area there are trees. People cut the trees, burn them, and mix ash in the soil. In this way, they grow crops for 3-4 years. But after 3-4 years, the soil loses its fertility. Then people shift to another area. Then they clear a patch at any other place. Again, they burn those trees, mix ash in the soil, and grow crops. This type of cultivation is known as slash and burn cultivation. It is known by different names in different parts of the country. Here you can see in the northeastern states, in Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram. This cultivation is known as Juming. In Manipur, it is known as Palmao. In Bastar district of Chhattisgarh, it is known as Deepa, as well as in Andaman Nicobar Island. In Andhra Pradesh, it is known by name Podu or Penda. In Madhya Pradesh, it is called Bewar or Dahiya. In different parts of our country, Juming cultivation is known by different names. In Meghalaya, Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram, it is known as Juming. Palmao in Manipur, Deepa in Bastar district of Chhattisgarh and Andaman Nicobar Island, Podu or Panda in Andhra Pradesh, Bewar or Dahiya in Madhya Pradesh. In same way, it is known by different names in different countries. Here you can see it is known as milpa in Mexico. In Mexico, it is known as milpa. Conuco in Venezuela, Roca in Brazil, Masol in Central Africa. In Central Africa, it is known by name Masol. Ladang in Indonesia, here is Indonesia country, it is known by name Ladang. That country is not visible here. And Ray in Vietnam. What are the main features of primitive subsistence farming? In primitive subsistence farming, people cultivate small patch of land. Primitive tools like hoe, dove, and digging sticks are used for cultivation. Modern methods are not used. And cultivation is done by family members. They don't hire laborers. People are dependent on monsoon. They don't have artificial methods of providing water to their fields, and they don't make use of fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides. They are dependent on natural fertility of the soil. This type of cultivation is practiced in large part of the country and also known as slash and burn agriculture. In slash and burn agriculture, people clear a patch of forest, cut trees, burn them, and mix that ash in the soil. That ash helps to increase the fertility. After continue growing of crops for 3 to 4 years in any area, the soil starts losing its fertility. Then people cut any another patch of land. They cut trees in that area and practice cultivation in that area. This type of cultivation is known as slash and burn agriculture. By this method, the soil regains its fertility. Suppose if this area is left uncultivated for 4 or 5 years, then it regains its soil fertility. And it is known by different names in different parts of the country as well as in world. After primitive subsistence agriculture, there is intensive subsistence agriculture. Intensive subsistence agriculture. This type of agriculture is also practiced on small plots, but in this type of agriculture, modern methods are used to gain maximum profit from small plot. In primitive subsistence, plot is small and altered methods are used to grow crops. But in intensive subsistence, people try to get maximum profit, maximum output from small plot of land by using modern methods. This type of farming is also for self-consumption. Subsistence means for self-use, and this type of farming is also done for self-consumption. But what is the difference? Here old methods are used, and in intensive subsistence farming, modern methods are used. Intensive subsistence farming is that in which people use modern methods to gain maximum output from small plot of land, and this type of farming Modern methods are used. Modern methods are used like people make use of HYV seeds. HYV mean high yielding variety seeds, those seeds by which there is more output. Fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides, all these are used. Modern tools, machines like tractor, thresher, combines, etc. are used. This type of farming is practiced in highly populated areas. Highly populated areas. What is intensive subsistence farming? A type of farming in which people grow crops on small plot of land for self-consumption by using modern methods so that they can get maximum output. Which modern methods are used? HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides are used to increase production. Modern tools like tractor, thresher, combine, harvester, all these are used, and it is practiced in highly populated areas. After intensive subsistence agriculture, there is commercial farming. Commercial farming. From name it's visible, commercial, which is done for the purpose of trade. The farming which is done for trading purpose, that is known as commercial farming. The farming which is done to get maximum profit for the trade purpose, that is known as commercial farming. In this type of farming, there is the use of higher doses of modern inputs. Modern inputs like HYV seeds, chemicals, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides are used here. And modern inputs like HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, insecticides are used to obtain higher productivity. Modern machines are used in commercial farming. It is capital intensive farming. Capital intensive farming. Capital intensive means which needed more capital. For arranging modern inputs like HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, tractors, combines, thresher, harvester, rotavator, there is a need of much more capital. That's why it is known as capital intensive farming. This type of farming is done on large lands, on large size land. Plantation is a type of commercial farming. What is plantation? In this type of farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. In plantation farming, a single crop is grown on a large area. For example, tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, rice, banana, spices, all these are the examples of plantation crops. So here you learned about 3 types of farming. Primitive in subsistence farming, in which old methods are used for growing crops and crops are grown only for self-consumption. People use old methods to grow, that's why output is very less. In intensive subsistence farming, people grow crops on small plot of land but by using modern machines, and this is practiced in densely populated areas. And commercial farming is done only for trading purpose. This type of farming is practiced on very large plots. Modern methods are used, and this is known as capital intensive farming because there is requirement of much more capital for doing all activities. Now I will tell you about different cropping seasons in India. Cropping seasons in India. On the basis of seasons, the crops are divided into three categories. The first one, Rabi crops, second, Kharif crops, and third, Zaid crops. Rabi crops. Rabi crops are sown in winter from October to December. They are sown in months of October to December, sown in months from October to December, and harvested in summer from April to June. Those crops which are grown in the months of October to December, October, November, December, and harvested means cut in months of April, May, and June, they are known as Rabi crops. Which are the main Rabi crops? Wheat, barley, peas, wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. All these are Rabi crops. These crops needed less water, and in winter season in parts of India there is very less rainfall. Yes, these crops are grown in large part of India states from northwestern parts such as Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand. Availability of precipitation during winter months due to the western temperate cyclone help in the success of these crops. These crops are mainly grown in these parts: Punjab, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh. In winter season there is little precipitation in this part of country, and that precipitation is very helpful for bumper harvest. After Rabi crops mainly practiced in northwestern states. After Rabi crops, Kharif crops. Which are the Kharif crops? Those crops which are sown with the onset of monsoon. When is the onset of monsoon in India? In the month of June. The crops which are grown in the month of June, July, and harvested in September, October, they are known as Kharif crops. The crops which are grown in the month of June and harvested in September, October, they are known as Kharif crops. Which are the main Kharif crops? Paddy, rice, maize, jawar, bajra, arhar, moong, urd, cotton, jute. All these are Kharif crops. These crops needed more water, and in India during the summer season, means in the month of June, July, September, August, September, there is much rainfall. So these crops are grown during that time. Paddy is very important kharif crop and in the state of Assam, West Bengal and Odisha. Assam, West Bengal and Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown, three crops of rice are grown. These are Oz, Aman and Boro. Yes, these are in states Assam, West Bengal, Odisha, three crops of paddy are grown and these are Oz, Aman and Boro. After kharif crops, Zaid. Which are the Zaid crops? The crops which are grown between the Rabi and the Kharif seasons. They are known as Zaid crops. There is short season during the summer month. Like now, wheat has been almost harvested by the farmers. In the month of April, May, June, they grow Zaid crops. These crops needed very less time to grow. For example, first of all, in which season they are grown? Between Rabi and Kharif season. You can't write Kharif and Rabi season. Kharif season, after September, October, there is no time. After harvesting crops in the months of September, October, farmers grow Rabi crops directly. There is no time. But after harvesting of Rabi crops, there is some time, and during that time, Zaid crops are grown. Like now, there are 2 months, April and May. During these 2 months, these crops can be grown. The crops which are grown between the Rabi and Kharif season, they are known as Zaid crops. These crops are watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, vegetables and fodder crops. Yes. How many cropping seasons are there in India? Rabi, Kharif and Zaid. Rabi season, Kharif season and Zaid season. Rabi. In Rabi season, the crops are grown during October and December, October, November, December, and harvested in April to June. Wheat, barley, peas, gram, mustard. These are the main Rabi crops. Kharif crops, they are grown in the month of June and harvested in September, October. Here you can see after September, October, directly Rabi crops are grown in October, November, December. And Zaid crops are grown between Rabi and Kharif season. Thank you.